these are there are some elements, HTML elements. Okay, on forms there are different kind of element. As earlier we have explored input, then label, then password, then it's a different button. These kind of input elements we have explored earlier, but there are many other input type of elements. Okay, so if we go one by one, then you will get more idea on those elements. Okay, so as I have explained many times, I used to explain you same thing. See, each HTML element, okay, each HTML element. So here, so so here you can see this is the element. Okay, whatever the tags you can see which is called HTML tag, which is called element or tag. Okay, so each element having their attribute. Okay, these are called attribute. For is attribute, type is attribute, ID is attribute. Attribute with a value. ID having f name is a value, name is f name is a value. Okay, so these are the different elements with their attribute. Okay, so here label, this is the input element. Okay, as and submit button, if I enter the name, and this is for text field, this is for plain text field. Okay, so next element, this is for text field. Then this type attribute, the type attribute is very important. Based on that type attribute, we uh, based on that type attribute we define the behavior of that element. Okay, so we go in this section. Yesterday we did explore this. Okay, so what I do, I just remove this inline CSS here. Okay, input, just okay, save. I go image forms, register form. Hmm. See, so this is our HTML here. Okay, this is our HTML, and I open that HTML in the browser. Okay, so this is the input element with the type text. Okay, with the type text. If I change the type, consider password, then it will behave like a password. Okay, so I refresh it, and it will work like a password. Okay, so this is the type field. Based on a type field, we define the behavior of a field. If I change it to the text area, okay, text area, let's save this. Okay, I go here and refresh. See, just a minute, I save this and refresh it. See, you can see text area means it take the multiple elements, but size should be high. Check. Text area means if you want to enter the multi-line information, then we go with the text area. So I just go with each element one by one quickly. Yesterday we explored the purpose of the label which use to give the more information about that field. Okay, now we did not explore this select element, we did not explore it, select element. Now I will show you how it will work the select element. Okay, I just copy this select. Okay, and okay, so select. Here here you can see I remove remaining part to avoid the confusion. Okay, see. Okay, so select element, and this is the input element, this is the input element, and this is the select element. The select element, if you want to give the drop down option. If you want to give the drop down option, see here you can see drop down option. It's called as drop down. This element type is called as drop down. Means you give the user to many places. You see this kind of a drop down. Okay. For that purpose, we use this select. This is ID and this is a name. Okay. So in while giving each drop down, okay, each drop down having options. Okay. Yesterday we saw. I just close the remaining tabs. Yesterday we saw pan application, okay, form. Okay, in that there also we saw some drop downs are there. Okay, so here you can see the drop down. Okay, let me load the page. Okay, then I say press F12 developer tool. How you can open? Just to press F12 or go here and more tools and open developer tool. Okay, so once you are here, you just need to go here and select this. Okay, I see. Now you can see here. Now I'll just expand it. Okay, here. What are the different options? Okay, now copy this span. Copy outer copy element and paste it in Notepad. So here you can see this is the drop down. This is a drop down. This is the drop down field. Okay, this is the drop down field having same behavior like this drop down. Which one I have created here? Same behavior like this drop down. If I press F12, you can see here select and option. Okay, this is the options. Each drop down field having different options. Okay, and option with a value attribute Okay, so when you go here and I'll show you. Now I pass the value Volvo as a company. Okay, here I say uh, data. Okay, so I have passed. I passed the value is a different. Value is a different. Okay, and text is a different. Okay, see here. Now I refresh. Go here. Now here you can see the Olo and SAP, but the value against it are different. Value against it is sometimes you want to display the for display value is Olo, but her value internal value is Olo company. And sometimes what happen you just show the number, but here you want the number in a text. You read the value in a text format for coding purpose. If you think that you can take this value also and you can take this value, means you have the chance to provide two values here. Means internally value is different and display value is different. Okay, so this is the now go here. Okay, so this is option. Okay, so select tag, select element which contain the option and then value, and this is a inner HTML. We call it as inner HTML. Means what exactly the text you want to display in a drop down, we pass it here. Like this way you can pass the different uh, options here. You can pass the different option. So whenever you see the drop down, then you need to add this select tag. Okay, you need to add this select tag. So we'll go in next tag. Sorry. So here we can see select id cars name, and here size is given. Means this select element having attribute size 3. If I pass the size 3, let's see what happens. See, it display means it display at a time 3 element. Okay, means I need to scroll here and it display at a time 3 element. I select just like this. Okay, for that purpose size attribute is there. Okay, so there are different kind of attributes against these. Okay, we'll go allow multi selection. Sometimes what happen you need to allow the multiple selection. Means consider the scenario what kind of fruits you like. So you will say I like apple, I like say pineapple, like this. Means you have the multi choice option. At that time you have to select the attribute multi select. Okay, just refresh, just save is. See, you can see for that purpose you just need to press Control and select the multiple options. Okay, you can remove the size also. So like this way these options work. Okay, after that text area. Okay, text area. See, yeah, text area. Now I will show you how the text area will work. Means many times you need to pass here. I just pass the text area. I copy and paste because to write each element it takes some time. For writing label, I say label. For address, generally we pass the text area. Now see, for address, you can see this is a for address, but this is just a bit mix up. Okay, so because we have not provided the break here. Okay, now I have provided the break. Okay, so now it's below it, and here address, and how many rows you want to display. You can say 5, and columns. Okay, so columns means how many characters you can enter in a one line. Okay, for that purpose we use the multi-line. Okay, so or we called it as a multi-line, we called it as a text line. Sometimes someone will say that what is a multi-line tag for multi-line. So don't get panic, it's a text area only. Okay, multi-line text area. Okay, so or scrollable text box, this kind of word used for this text area. Okay, so now go ahead, rows and columns you understand. Now text area, what style you can apply the style, means what kind of width height we can apply the css here. What kind of width and height you want to that text area, so you can set it here. It's vanish. Why? See, text area, some mistake is here, I need to give here. Okay, right. Okay, double quote was missing, and refresh it. Okay, so you can see the width and height you can set as per your requirement. Okay, so this is the text area field. Now ए ए स्वराला शांत कर ना. Karan Shantkar. Now we move in other field button. Okay, you know that button on click alert hello. Now here I'll show you how this alert will work. Okay, so here and I save. Now I have saved this. Now I will go here and I will show you how this button will work. Just a moment. Uh, remove this tile because it occupies huge space on a page. Here and refresh. So here you can see click me. Then this pop-up is here. When I click here, then pop-up is here, and it is called alert. But this pop-up is pop-up. Okay, something pop-up. This is a dynamic change, and which is through the JavaScript. So this code you can see this alert is one function. This is the see if I move cursor, it says function alert. This is one function. So and we pass the parameter to that function hello world. Whenever you are in JavaScript, then you understand what is. So this is a button having type button and on click and value click me. Okay, so this is a button. Now there are important tags are there. See, always type attribute for a button. Here means what they are saying, always use the type attribute because different browser behave in different ways. That's why they are saying use the type attribute as a button. Okay, so field set means to group. If you want to group some many time in this form, you can see there are grouping. There is a grouping. You can see here grouping. Application information is one group, and here application type and category is another group. So how you can group this? So for that grouping here, field set is used, grouping the different elements in one group. That's why we use the field set tag here, field set. Okay, so field set and legend, you give the name to that field set. I just copied it and I give the name here. I create one field set here. So I have added here field set. Okay, now I close the field set here. Okay, I close my field set here. Okay, now I save this and I will see how it look on my page. So you can see person personalia is one field set here, means it create the set and a group of the field in one square. You can see here. Okay, so in many cases, like you need to divide the form like contact information, then personal information, then educational details. So like this information you can add here. Okay, so next is, so you understand field set, how we can add the field set. Data list. Okay, so here list the input data list, browser. Okay, so this data list is similar to the your uh, what we call um, drop down list or select field. Okay, so data list is similar to drop down list or select field. I'll take it in my browser and show you. Okay, see now here. So then what is the difference? What is the difference between these two? Okay, what is the difference between select and data list? Select and data list tab. See here. Here you can see here the select and here the data list. See data list, we can see the Chrome, Firefox, different browsers are here. Okay, so the data list you can provide your own information. You can say Safari is also there. You can say Yahoo. Okay, you can say Yahoo also, means you pass your own inputs here. But in data drop down list or select element, we don't have such a chance to enter our own value. Okay, this is the difference between these two. Okay, and this is our select. We called it as a drop down also. We called it as a drop down. Okay, people use the different kind of drop down or select. Okay, like this drop down or select. And here this is our data list. Using the data list, we just we pass the option and we have the authority to enter few more details in that. Okay, now next is output. Okay, so here you can see here output, you can see here parse integer a dot value, parse integer b dot value. So here we use the JavaScript. Here what we use the JavaScript. That's why as of now we are not in JavaScript, but still I'll just quickly show you. Whenever we are in JavaScript, you can see here this is the called dynamic change. This is the dynamic change. That's why they use the JavaScript here. Okay, if I click, it redirect to other page. Okay, because action is added here. See, action page dot php is here. Okay, okay, that's why it will go navigate to the other page. Okay, I will go back. So here, if you can see here, if you can see here, output means you want to display some output. Okay, after output here. Okay, output, but what value you want to display? X dot value parse integer means, even though parse integer means if I enter something like, actually I am entering some character here, but these are not what we say, it consider it as a character, but I want to convert it into the integer. That's why we say parse integer. We'll go in more details whenever we are in JavaScript. Parsing is there, separate section in JavaScript. Okay, so these are the different kind of elements. Okay, and also few more elements are here. Okay, so there are different many kind of elements. Okay, I will show you input type. Okay, see, so these are the different elements. You can see checkbox, color. Okay, I say input type color. On form I want to select color. Just need to go here and put your tag and save. Okay, now go here and refresh. You can see you have option to select color here. You will get the feasibility to select the color, which color you want. Okay, so what kind of color, green or like this. Okay, and you can select so color. Okay, so there are different input type color, then see color, then file. Many places you can say there is upload your resume is there. Some options are there like upload your resume. I'll go here, I put break here. Break means new line on a page. Okay, I put here break also, and I add one label here. Upload your CV. Okay, save this. Okay, now I'll go in my page and refresh. Okay, see, you can choose the files, any file, and like this. Okay, as of now we are not doing any operation, we just choose the file, and what it do, it open me the Windows Explorer to select the file from my uh, system. Okay, so you can use the choose file. So there are, as you can see, different elements. Now I just show you the selected elements. Now here you see month element. Okay, sometimes you don't want to use the tentative date, you just want to inform over the manufacturing month. Okay, manufacturing month. So you can put the month like this. Mm. So nowadays, due to corona pandemic, we are not sure on the dates. So you can give the tentative date. Tentative, you can say here. Tentative month. Okay. So what you do, save this and go here and see it. It allow me to the select the month and year only. You can go here or just you can see the month. Okay, like this you can. So we just take the information from front end. Okay, we just take the information from front end. Okay, so there are many different kind of elements. I just show this radio button. This is the called radio button. So radio, what it mean by radio? Just show you radio. So, so this is called as radio button. So radio button shows yesterday we have explored the radio button. I just quickly show you here male, female and uh, other. So radio button to take the input like this. Okay, so take the from different options. So we need to what you we pass the input type radio at that time. Okay, type is radio. Again few more just revise few, range is also there. Reset means if you filled any all the information and you want to reset all the data, then you can reset it. Okay, so telephone number, the telephone number format, then time on URL type. Okay, if you want to select the week only, so this information you capture through these different input types. Okay, so I'm not going to cover all the input types. So there are different means what information, there are common scenarios to collect the information. Means if you are, you just think about now, if you want to develop any form, then what are the requirements from a user? Okay, so consider I say you want to take input from a user for what do we say, any interview. So what details they take: first name, last name, date of birth, address, then your educational. Education is a separate group. Okay, then in that group in education, then SSC, HSC, then higher education, graduation, engineering, or then your trade. You select that option. After that, below that, again there are different fields. Then there is separate section like after education, your key skill. What are your key skill? Then you highlight the key skill, the technical skill, and all those things. Then achievement section is a separate section. What are different achievement? What you did? You put the text area in that, and you say submit option. So this way, but the based on that, the what information you want to capture. You want to capture month information. You want to capture through radio button. You want to capture through range. Okay, so so this is based on what information you want to capture. So what I do now, I will give you assignment to you like registration form. Registration form. Through that assignment, you need to design. Just a moment. So I just give you the registration form today.